I'm making this video real quick as a real quick shout out. And this is my personal situation, but I'm using my personal situation, all right, so that way I can open up the eyes and let everybody know what it is. What do I talk about and what are the examples and what they went through in the past and how it's still happening today. Now, I have a family member, dead serious. He is very knowledgeable. He's an Israelite down to the bone. Now, if you watch my videos before, I spoke about the Chaldeans, how smart they were, and all this stuff. And some of them, they broke up in separate tribes, but the original Hebrews were of that. Like I'm an A1, B2, M91 DNA. So the whole thing is this. The whole thing is that if you take what my mom's cousin said, well, I'm going to just start from the beginning real quick. My mom's cousin is the big click into, you know, God coming to me and waking me up to who we were. My cousin knew who we were, and by him actually reinverting everything that my grandmother said, just to make a long story short, boom. So that's when I had my own little personal thing with the Lord and woke up. But his whole thing, as the people in the past, is that he's so upset because he grew up in the Christianity way. So he grew up in the Christianity way, and once he woke up and he seen what the whole thing was, and this Jesus wasn't actually the real Jesus, it was a Jesus that they made up, you know, to cover up for what Yeshua, the Hebrew, actually was. He got upset and he concentrated more on that. Thus now he doesn't even, you know, want to have anything to do with that, because he, to me, I don't think he's for sure. This is what happens. So not all Israelites and all people that say that they're Hebrew or that are Hebrew are going to believe. This is the reason why. Now, if you go to John and you read the book of John, it states that the reason why we were going to be made to forget who we are, and people are going to forget who we are. Because we forgot, because we didn't know who the Messiah was when he came. It says that in John. All right. So the whole point is this. Now the whole point is this. No matter what I was waking up, who I am, and whatever my mission is for the Lord to do, okay, there's family members and people that I know and have seen that know who they are, and they know the knowledge and the wisdom of what's around them and who they are, but then they won't acknowledge the Messiah that was Hebrew from Judah, Yeshua. They won't do that, and that's crazy. So that lets you know that it could happen to anyone, anytime, anywhere, any race, any tongue. Because for a fact, I have a Hebrew brother that just came in to the Hebrewism of the truth and the knowledge of the scrolls. His name is David Castle, and I think Smooth Legend's probably doing it for a minute, but I'm gonna still mention both of them, especially David Castle. David Castle walking, he's only been doing it for a handful of months. He's just been walking and reading and getting into it and seeking the word for only 5 months. So he's in London, England. And I can tell you this right now, because a lot of people haven't been out there, but London, England, UK is not like, oh, God bless you, have a good day, and all that other stuff, and all into the scriptures and holy and so spiritual like America is. So for him to be seeking the word and to be opened up, and I'm telling you, he is opened up. Most people that open the Bible, they get trapped off with the illusion of perception of what the truth really is by the movies and the swaying and the vocabulary, but he didn't. It was like the Lord is showing them the truth here by here. And technically, I don't know if he's bloodline or not, but him being renewed and seeking the truth actually makes him one with the seed regardless, because he's learning just as much of the truth as somebody that's my mom, that's my second cousin, that's my mother's cousin. And that knows he's an Israelite, knows everything about the Israelites and who he is and what he is, but just doesn't accept that one little fact. So that goes to show you, all right, the perception, the deception is sometimes how Satan works. It is what it is. a lot of the Hebrews and Israelites turned to 5%ers, and like I told you, they're throwing that mythology and all this other wonder and Julius Caesar and Cleopatra, and now realizing that even though they called the boy this, that was never Emmanuel, Yeshua's name from the jump off anyway. That was never that. So you're supposed to already know that. What does Julius Caesar or Cleopatra have anything to do with the Messiah? Nothing at all. Those are two different dates. But you can't tell my mom's cousin nothing. So he needs to start doing the math. He's still stuck on the 70s and the 80s when everybody was trying to do the stars and the quasars and the percentage of this and this, that, and the third. You know, that's stop. So to me, if people haven't woken up and seen the truth, and even though we know the lie is being told to us right in front of our face, and they're letting you know that they're lying to you, and you still accept that lie, that means you far gone. You already got filtered out. And there's no need to even battle or sit down and have a confrontation or debate with you, because you too far. You are probably one of the ones that were just meant. I don't know if you're going to be part of the confused and, you know, that get the portion because you just confused, or you just gone. But the one thing the scriptures also say, even if you're confused, do not blaspheme, deny the Messiah's name at all.